So continuing to the previous video, I was taking the data of these patients. So I was doing a VLOOKUP for specifically for this group of patients, and I'll be looking into this set of data. So there are several videos on VLOOKUP, how to perform VLOOKUP on internet, and you can easily see. So I got the data for this patient, and I'll just copy the columns here, and I will try to get all the data like with the same formula. So I'll just go down in the list, select these two columns, go up and copy the formula. So now I have got overall survival status and the overall survival time for the entire list of patients. So this gives me my data of interest. So I'll just copy this into a new sheet, and I will paste this data as values because I don't want to keep the formula. So I'll just copy again and paste as values. So now I have overall survival time, status, and gene expression. For the status, I can just quickly filter the data, and for the values which are living 0, I can just change simply to 0 to make it in number, and for the patients which are deceased, I'll just convert this to 1. So now this is in all three parameters are in number, and so I'll just change the names also. I'll just put it overall survival, so I will remember this is time, this is OS status, and this is PKM. So for further analysis, actually I don't need the sample ID, so I'll just remove it. So this gives me 3 columns. So in case if I want to do along with overall survival, if I want to do progression free survival, so the same method can be employed, so in which I can just copy the progression free survival data and disease free survival data, whichever data is available, and whichever analysis I want to do, like this disease free survival. So I'll just come back. So now I want to save this file as a txt file. So I'll just save it on desktop, and I'll just put pkm any name. So the format should be txt. So now this file is txt, and this can be used on a software called kmplotter. So while I'll make a separate video on kmplotter, I've been using this software from a very long time, and so many publications are so many things have been published based on analysis using this particular software, and you can just simply search kmplotter, so it will come, and you can just read. There is a brief tutorial, and you can see which journals the papers have been published using this tool. So this is the home page of the tool, and there is an option where you can upload your own data, that is start cBioPortal for custom data. Although you can see easily see that the survival data from the TCGA data sets are already available on this, but there are some issues that you cannot make subgroups as you can do it by the manual method. Let's say you have got a small set of patients having stage 2 disease, so then it will be little tricky using kmplot. So this is that's why I prefer to do the custom analysis, and let's just do that. So starting on custom analysis, so this will open this browser and I have to upload my file. You can just upload the file we just made like this. It will automatically take the data, and let's say you have to search for the gene for which you want to do the expression analysis, survival analysis. So if you just type P, so it automatically detects that there is a value with starting with pkm. So for the time I'll just put the OS. For the status I'll just put the status. Now the good thing about this software is this helps you to identify a best cutoff which gives you the best result possible, the best separation between high and versus a low group. So I'll just keep this as selected, automatically select best cutoff, and I can just give a title to the survival plot like pkm expression, and you can just click on this option to download a high resolution TIFF image, and just click the draw kmplot. So this will give you your Kaplan-Meier survival plot like this, and you can see this is the best separation possible, and your p values will be much higher. And benefit is, along with this kmplot, which you can quickly download in a TIFF format and use it in your publication picture, this give you the cutoff value also. So this is the cutoff value from the data which you have uploaded in this. So if you want to go further, and if you want to do a multivariate survival analysis in which you want to further separate consider the stage of the patients, grade of the patients, age of the patient, sex of the patient, multiple features in single survival model. So what this value can help you in is, so you can just separate. Let's say if I know that this is if I just go with high thinking pkm as a general prognostic biomarker, and I'm giving you I'm having a value of this, so which separates the patients into good responders versus bad responders. So if I want to see if there is an effect of gender associated with this survival association, so what I can do is I can just make two groups like this. So I'll just filter, and I'll just put the value 34982.1. So I'll just filter the value. Let's say less than or equal to, and I can just use the value which I got here, 34982.1. So 34982.1. So this gives me set of patients which have lesser expression than this value, and I can just make another column and pkm. So let's say if I want to keep them as low, and I just want to give a number 0 to the low, so pkm I will write group. So I can label all these patients as low expression group, and let's say if whatever patients are remaining, I will just label them as high expression group, and I will give you the high expression group, I will give a value of 1. So now you see I have now another column in which I know which patient has high expression, which patient has low expression, and this will help me to further do a multivariate survival analysis, which I'm going to cover in my next video. So right now we have got the KM plot of overall survival. So for me it is not the only thing. I can do a progression free survival, disease free survival, and make like multiple plots like this. Along with this, I most likely will use the median survival between the low versus high expression group. So this will help me to summarize my Kaplan-Meier survival finding. So in the coming video, I'll just cover how to do a multivariate survival analysis. I'll be using the same data file, and we'll be using the software Stata.